Welcome to the Blue Guardian YouTube channel, your go-to destination for insightful content on trading and investments. I'm your host Darren Dunn, and today we have an exciting treat just for you. Our first ever interview with a truly exceptional trader. His name is Umair and he's from Pakistan. Now, Umair is not just any trader, he's a funded trader who has consistently delivered impressive results with a total payout of over $14,000 and counting. Now, we're thrilled to have him here with us today to share his insights, his strategies, and of course, his secrets to trading successfully in this world. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn from the best, and let's jump right into our conversation with Umair. So, Umair, there's only one place to start. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about you and your background and how you got into trading?
Okay, so basically, I am started to know about the forex trading back in 2011 when I saw these advertisement of the forex brokers everywhere. So because I wanted to earn online and I was doing a bit of like posting work and comment writing and the blog writing. So I saw these firms, they were just heavily advertising their brokerage firm. So I thought that it should be something of interest. So I started to think that I should be giving it a try. So I decided to learn the forex for myself, and the initial journey was very tough. And I was I got trapped in those indicator sellers, those EAs, robots, and the account managers, and I got scammed as well. I lost a lot of money as well in this field, but I kept going on because I had that belief. This market, this forex market, has that money that can change my life. So I just keep going in this market. And it was the year like 2016 when I decided to quit all those indicators and those account managers and signal services for good. And I decided to try all these forex trading for myself. So I decided to keep working on my strategy that I can trade manually and I can do it on my own. So it took me about 2 or 3 years before I started getting results with my strategy. And I removed all my indicators and ES from my system, and I started trading price action manually. So it was a bit tough in the start, but I started like journaling my trades where I'm making mistakes and where I'm doing good. So in like year 2019, I started getting some profits, and it was a good thing for me that I have finally started making money because from 2011 till 2019, I was not able to make good money in forex. I have just lost the money, but in 2019, I started getting a bit of the money. So this is my initial background with the forex trading, and since 2019, it has been just a good journey for me, and I'm always improving my trading skills, and I have made some money in the recent years as well. So this is about the bit of the initial phase of my forex trading.
So, could you just actually elaborate for us? What was it that attracted you initially into trading and what made you want to pursue it as a career and become a funded trader?
Okay, so I was trying to make money from online system, whatever or what kind of system it is. I want to just make money. So when I say these forest brokers, they are like doing heavy advertisements. So I thought that okay, these companies are doing lots of advertisement and they are spending lots of money on these things. So it must be a good thing. It must have like good money in it. And then when I started reading about the forex market, I came to know that this is a $5 trillion market, and there's lots of money to be made in this market. So then I decided to jump in this system and jump in this forex world, and decided to try my luck because I knew that there's lots of money. $5 trillion trading in a day. It was like huge amount, and I knew that this market has lots of money in it, so I can get my a little share from this market. So then I decided to just try this market and do not just leave it, because I knew that it would be hard, but I knew that there would be a good money in it. So that was the main attraction. I decided to keep going in this forex market. So this is the main attraction, if you ask for me.
So that's obviously your background, and you got to a point in your career when you discovered Blue Guardian. Can you just tell us a little bit more about when that was and how you actually came across Blue Guardian?
Okay, so I have started trading these prop firms like in 2020. As I mentioned earlier, that in 2019 my trading got better and started making profits. And one of the Facebook pages, I saw the main like prop firm, and I decided to join this prop firm because I was like very sure. I was shocked that how a firm can give so much capital for a trader for just few simple tests. Then I decided to give it a try, but initially I failed because my trading style was not suitable for those firms because of those limits and time limits and the drawdown limits. So I changed a bit of my style of trading, shifted from swing trading to intraday trading, and I started trading for firm in 2020. And when this year started, like 2023, I have I asked myself if I should add a new firm in my portfolio as well or not. So I was searching for new prop firm that can give me a bit of more equity in my funded accounts. So I came across basically three firms, and out of those three firms, I found Blue Guardian the best because their trading conditions, like the evaluation conditions, were so like better than most of the firms, and the payout split, obviously, the 85% payout split was one of the key attraction in joining the Blue Guardian. And then the first payout time, obviously 14 days of first trade, it is like very short time to get hands on your first payout. This is the main attraction for anyone to join Blue Guardian. So you can get almost like in a 3 weeks, you can get your first payout. So trading condition, the profit targets, and the profit split was the main attraction. At the same time, yeah, there were no hard and fast rules, no hidden rules in Blue Guardian terms. So that was the main thing that I just decided to add Blue Guardian in my portfolio, because there were no secret rules like some of those firms. They have those secret consistency rules or news trading rules that they come forward when you request payout. And this is how I came across Blue Guardian, and the experience has been so good, amazing. I mean, up till now, these sports staff, they have answered every question instantly almost, and the payout process, this was like super quick. I have not seen such fast payouts in this prop industry. So Blue Guardian is doing great in terms of payout processing, and I have not seen any kind of slippage or something odd in the trading conditions as well. So the experience for me is amazing with Blue Guardian. I'm totally happy with the firm, and I will go for more challenges in the near future, obviously.
So obviously, when it comes to being a funded trader, there is a valuation process. You've touched on that briefly, but could you just talk to us about your strategies to become a funded trader, and what was it that you did specifically to prepare for that evaluation process?
Okay, so as you know, I have told you that I've been doing this pro fund trading for like 2019, 20. So initially, I was using my regular trading account approach, and like I was going like a small risk percentage, and I was doing many trades. Like I was doing 10 to 15 trades in a day, and risking small portions on each trade. But and then I realized that this will not be helpful for me, because I have to keep holding those trades, and then there's daily drawdown limits. Those equity-based drawdown limits came, and just that was not good for my style of trading. So I decided to shift this approach, and I had decided to adjust my trading approach to clear the challenges. specifically. So I have made two changes, two changes. One is that I have keep my risk to reward ratio on 1 to 1. I was doing like 1 to 2 and 1 to 3 initially, but then I realized that most of the trades, because in this type of trading style you will get most stop losses than the profit hits. So I shifted from those risk reward ratio to 1 to 1 risk reward ratio, and I lower my trading pairs. So I was like trading many pairs initially, but then I realized that I have to focus only on few pairs. So I just do on gold and for the major USD pairs, especially in the London session, I would be looking to trade Euro USD and Pound USD. And during New York session, I used to get on hand on my like gold mostly, because it has a good moment that give me cushion to make that 1 to 1 trade, because I don't like to keep my target very short, like 10 to 15 pips. I like to give my trades a bit of breathing room. So on gold, I usually give them like 60 to 70 or maybe 50 pip room for my trade to push or to breathe, and I keep my trade profit on 1 to 1. So I don't want the trade to be closed very in a very short time, and I don't want it to keep holding my trades for a very long time. So basically, I shifted my swing trading style to intraday trading style. So this is how I'm getting success, because this is working for me, and I don't want to change this because this is working for me, and I just want to keep it that way. You just take your 1 to 1 trade and just get out of the market. And if I see there is a good opportunity in the New York session, and my initial trade has hit profit, so I decide if I should take another trade or not. Most of the time it works, and it gives me more cushion to reach the profit target of the valuation phases. But sometimes it also backfires, like the second trade just hit loss and eat all my profit of the first trade. But I'm okay with that approach, because this gives me more cushion to reach profit targets earlier than the regular process. So this is how I normally approach my evaluation phases. You can say this is a bit aggressive, but this is how I trade, and I'm okay with it. And when it comes to funded accounts, I slightly lower down my risk, and I don't trade on daily basis on my funded accounts. I also do a bit of scalping if I see the sharp movement or high volatility in the market. So I tend to do scalping, but scalping is always on lower lot size. My normal trade, that intraday trades, are like on regular lot size, but if I am scalping, the lot size will be lower than the regular lot sizes I'm using. So this is how I approach the evaluation and the funded accounts.
So, can you talk us through a typical trading day for you and just let us know what goes on and how you approach your trading days?
Okay, so normally I'm in a time zone that I can trade London session as well as New York session. So first of all, I start my trading day just before the London session start, and see the economic news. If there are any economic events upcoming in the London session or New York session, I just mark those time frame to see if I have to hold my trade during those events, or I have to close my trade before those events, because there are some news like NFP or the CPI data or the interest data. So I have to close my trades before those news release. Otherwise, it can just go way wrong. So this is how I start the day, and then after that I just look on those major pair of USD, like Euro USD where it's going, and Pound USD, especially because the London session has most movement in the pound pairs. So at the same time I also see what gold is trending, or what where gold is going. And most of the time I'm a kind of trader who likes to trade reversals, especially when the banks or the institutions, they just sweep liquidity, or they hunt the stop losses. I got ready for those quick reversal movements. So I just like to create those reversals. And when the market structures, normally market structure when breaks, and I like to create those reversals. And I like to keep my risk to reward 1 to 1, as I told earlier. But I like to give a bit of cushion to my trade, so that is not like tight stop losses. In terms of gold, if I take a trade, I would be keeping my stop loss around 50 to 60 pips, the lot size I'm trading. If I have to see if this trade is not like 100% confirmed, then I like to keep my stop losses or lot sizes even smaller normally. But if I see the trade is good, I feel that I have seen this pattern before in the market that happens. So I like to keep my TP a bit higher, like from the normal perspective. Like normally I used to keep my TP around 40 to 50 pips, but if I see this pattern, I have say this pattern is going to repeat that I've seen in the past. So I like to take my chances and keep my take profit a bit higher. Especially if the funded account is like brand new after payout reset. So I like to make a bit more profit, like 2 or 3% or even 4% in a single day. Or if the account is like when I have 3% or 4% in profits, I don't go greedy. I just want to make a little 1 or 2% more. So the account would be around 5 to 6%. So after that, I just wait for a very good setup if I want to trade. And if there is a scalping opportunity, I will just take like 1 to 2%, or maybe less than 1%. I'm okay with that. So this is how I approach my trading day. And most of the time, I take trade during the London session, and I try to close them before any news event. Or if there is not a news event and my trade just got stuck between the TP and SL. So I usually wait for the New Year session to have some volatility. And normally in New Year session, there's a lot of movement. So my trade got results. Normally, I don't hold my trades overnight because I'm not comfortable holding my trade overnight because of the swap rates or the lack of volatility at the end of the market day. So I like to close my trade around mid of the New York session. So this is how I approach. And if I face a loss and it is about 2 or 3% of my account, then I will close down all the trading. I don't try to push my account towards the daily drawdown limits. So I just wait for another day and try to make those losses back. And this is how I approach normally funded accounts. So I don't go for like those big profit percentages or like 13, 14, or 50% in a month. So I'm happy with 4 to 5, 6%. If I get that, that is my targets, and then I will just leave the account for the payout date. So this is how I approach my funded account.
So obviously we've touched upon money, and that's the reason that we do what we do. But in terms of money, what has your Blue Guardian payouts been? And is there a specific trade that comes to mind that has, let's just say, done well and turned a substantial profit?
Okay, so far I have received 3 payouts from Blue Guardian, and I think total amount of all these 3 payouts is about 1400K. So $14,000 of payout I have already received, and there's one payout in the pipeline that I will be receiving in a couple of days. That is like 6K. So totally it would be about $22,000 USD payout, and it is a substantial amount for me, especially in this country. And I can easily say that Blue Guardian has helped me achieve my goals. It is just 2 months, and the experience of payout processing is great. I have seen no other firm doing such payout processing, and this is just very quick payout processing. And about the trade that I have made profits from many trades, especially in the month of January when I started this funded account. But I would like to mention my recent trade on gold, where I took that buy on 15 March. So I was seeing this London session started, and the market just dropped. There was the consolidation area, and the market just dropped, break that consolidation area towards sell. But I have seen this pattern so many times that this is just a classic stop loss hunting technique by the banks, and they just break the consolidation area in a sell, so people will be thinking that it is going to sell. But I have seen this so many times and traded so many times that I knew that this is the stop loss hunting, and I should be buying this for a quick buck. So my account was already in about 4.5% or 5% profit, so I was trying to make a little bit 1 or 2% more so I can get a bit more payout. That is coming on the 21st March. So I just see that typical move of stop loss hunt on 15 March. So I just put a buy on that gold, and it immediately started going in my profit. And there was absolutely no drawdown in that trade, and it almost hit my take profit in few minutes. So the only regret in that trade was why I kept my take profit on 50 pips. I could have set it on like 100 pips, and it could have made me about 3 or more than 3% of profit, because the market then went above 1900 level. That it broke the 1900 level and went on to hit 1920 on the same day. The entry was perfect, and the take profit was also hit, and I made about 1900 USD in that trade. But I would have made more. But again, as I said earlier, I don't go greedy on my funded account, especially when it had 5% profit already on it. So I don't want to lose already made profit, because that account was already on 6% profit, and I took a couple of trade, and the account went to like 400 4%. So I lost 2%. So I wanted to make those percentage back. So I just decided to keep the take profit small, and on about 50 pips, I took that profit out of the market, and then I just left the account for the payout date. So this was the last recent trade I have took on my funded account, and this was good in terms of my profit target, and in terms of the pattern, the reversal pattern I have been trading for so many months. So this is a classic example of stop loss hunt, and then the market going the other way around. So this is how I trade most of the time. This is my favorite trade, you know.
So, what advice would you give to somebody that is an aspiring trader? What do they need to do to start on their journey to becoming a funded trader?
Okay, so I can give like many advices to the traders, that you have to be disciplined, you have to keep practicing. But all those theoretical advices, I will not be going to give those theoretical advices that will not be helping the traders literally. I would be telling that any trader who want to be successful in this prop industry, he or she has to stick on his or her strategy. For like, they don't want to be shifting those strategies or trying different things months over months. So they have to be consistent in terms of what they are already doing. So they don't want to try too many things. Just keep doing what you are doing and what you are comfortable with. If you are trading a typical strategy or a specific strategy, just keep on repeating that, keep on repeating that process. So this is the process. When you keep repeating the same thing again and again, you will see those patterns are being repeated in the market again and again. So this is how the forex market behaves. You will see those patterns again and again. And if you try to change things, like in a couple of months you're trying another thing, and after a couple of months you're trying another thing, you would be going nowhere literally. You have to keep focus on the one thing that you are already doing. And believe me, if you try to do one thing, same thing for the 6 month, and try to record those trading days on your trading journal on Excel sheet, and try to mark your mistakes, that this is the day where I made this mistake, and I'm not going to repeat that mistake. So after a month, you can see you have like 5 to 6 bad trading day, and you can mark down those mistakes. Okay, these are the bad areas that I have to improve. So just try to eliminate those errors in your trading, and just keep repeating the same thing again and again. and eventually you will start making profit and start seeing good results. So this is my number one advice: to be consistent with what you are already doing. Do not try like too many things or too many approaches. Just keep doing the same thing again and again, and it will eventually lead to your success. This is going to happen, believe me, guys.
So obviously it's great that you speak very highly of Blue Guardian, but if you could just sum up your thoughts of working with Blue Guardian and would you recommend it to others?
Blue Guardian has been amazing. I mean, my experience with Blue Guardian is so amazing that I would want to suggest to everyone in the prop industry that you must give a try to Blue Guardian. I mean, from the challenge purchasing to the payout processing, everything is so smooth. I barely had to contact support team for any issue, and when I contact any support team member for any kind of assistance I need, I get immediately. And the payout processing, this is the best thing. This is the plus point of Blue Guardian, that the payout processing is so fast, and all the other things like from going from phase one to phase two, that is just instant. And from phase two to getting your funded account, within a day you get your funded account agreement, signed it, you just got your account in a day. So this is what all the prop traders want. So what other kind of things you are looking for if you are in a proper industry? On top of that, you have 85% profit split. That is not all the firms are doing this. So 85% is very good profit split, and those minimum trading days are regular. So all the trading conditions have been so good. So I would suggest to every prop industry trader that you should try Blue Guardian, and eventually it will be a good addition to your portfolio, and it will obviously help you achieve your financial goals or whatever target you have set in this industry. So you must try this. Especially the second phase target is the your plus point in this industry. The 4% in second phase, it is a plus point over all the firms right now. So I would recommend to everyone.
Umair, thank you for that answer. My final question today is, what are your future goals? Where do you want to be? And also, how do you plan to continue evolving as a trader to ensure that the success that you're having continues long into the future?
Okay, so most of the traders, they will give you an answer that they want to achieve the financial freedom in this market. Obviously, I want to achieve my financial freedom in this market, but more importantly for me, the time freedom. Time freedom is more important to me, because I want to spend more quality time with my kids and my wife. So, time freedom is my goal. That I want to be free whenever I want to trade. I just want to trade, and if I'm busy with my family, I will not trade. So this is kind of time freedom I want. And obviously, if I get this time freedom, the financial freedom will automatically come with this time freedom, because I will be trading at my will, and I will be getting profit at my will. So obviously, ultimately, the financial freedom will come. And obviously, I want to get more equity in my funded account portfolio. So I will keep trying more challenges and try to get more equity. And obviously, when I get more equity, I would be I would get more cushion and margin in terms of like trade taking less risk and taking less trades, and make good money when I get more funded accounts or more equity. So this is my like main goal in this industry. Obviously, I have made a good money in this industry, but I want to get that time freedom. You know, that is my main goal of being in the industry. That I want that time freedom along with financial freedom. So this is, I think, how everyone should approach this industry. So I hope I will achieve with Blue Guardian as well, because so far it's going so good, and I hope it will keep getting better with time.
Umair, thank you so much for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've loved every minute of it, and I'm sure that the viewers would have taken away some very valuable insights as well. And that's why we do these things. Umar, once again, thank you from everybody at Blue Guardian, and we will talk to you all very soon.